Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Heavyweight catch.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things. We get something open and free-flowing.
That gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this player, Grottenberg, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And of course, he's the main connector between defence and midfield. But he'll be the one playing the majority of the team's progressive passes ball. He's also a really physical presence, and there must be a bit of a nightmare to play against, actually.
Quite no argument from me on that one. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Gakpo. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez. Konate. McAllister. Frimpong. Salah. The pass is intercepted. Decent strike, kept it physical. Kukurea. That's Palmer. Fernandez. And here's Palmer. Plenty of space out wide here. Kukurea crosses. Frimpong gently done. Isak. Gakpo. Nice interception, well timed. And it's played forward. João Pedro. Fernandez. Found him in acres of space. And out it comes again. Fernandez. Here's Palmer. Palmer. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chooses to go back, and here's Neto. Caicedo laid out to the left flank, and he's heaved it away. Mohamed Salah defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
And it's Salah. João Pedro. Fernandez. James. Caicedo. Oh, good spread. Can he latch on to this? Time, excellent interception. Gakpo moved on forwards. Isak spread out to the left. Muscular approach does pay off here. Pedro Neto. James. Colwill. Chalobah. Fernandez. Colwill aimed forwards. James. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Oh, it's come loose. Caicedo. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Simple. Van Dijk. Konate. Gravenberch. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Out to the left it goes. Lovely bit of skill. Well read. The danger is averted. James. Caicedo. That's a nicely weighted pass. Can he get onto this? And that was nowhere near his best. Gakpo. Kerkez. Konate. Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Konate shifted upfield. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Konate. Kerkez. Gravenberch. Gomez. Kerkez. Gakpo. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Colwill. Caicedo. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Kerkez. Gravenberch. Gomez. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Kerkez. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. James. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Gomez. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Gakpo. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Colwill. Caicedo. James. Colwill. Caicedo. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Kerkez. Gakpo. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Fernandez. Moved on forwards. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Pedro Neto. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Goes for the header! That was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Shifted upfield. And here's Gakpo. Pedro Neto. James. Saliba. Fernandez forwards and with intent. Gomez. McAllister. And here's Isak. And it's Salah. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of it. This physical challenge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cut it out. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Cucurella. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Fernandez. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Isak. Now it's Gakpo. And it's Kirkesh. Played in with purpose. James. Pedro Neto. James. Cucurella. Fernandez. Looks a good cross. That's the keeper's ball. Simple. Van Dijk. Gomez. 8 forwards. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. And it's played forward. That's been won straight back. Gomez. Gravenberg. Oh, easy pickings there. James. Colwill. Fofana. Fernandez. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. James. Colwill. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Caicedo. Liverpool. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. That has been cut short. Cucurella. Fofana. Chalobah. Palmer.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Caicedo, gently done. James. Fernandes. And it's Cucurella. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
James, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
McAllister, and it's played forward. Frimpong. Oh, nice touch. The referee's awarded a free kick. Cucurella. Palmer. João Pedro. Can he deliver? Oh, what a ball! And he's got his cross in. Gravenberg. That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk. McAllister. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Kerkez. McAllister. Frimpong. Now, where's he looking? Mohamed Salah knocks it out wide. And it's Salah. Game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fernandes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fana. Saliba. Colwell. James. Kirkes. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister chooses to go cross-field. Gakpo. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Proves too strong. Fernandes. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Fernandes. Now it's Palmer. Oh, that's probably deserved better.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Across to intercept that. Isak is offering some sort of an apology there.
The pass wasn't good enough.
Laid back in. It's James. Fernandes. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. That has sent him sprawling. Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Van Dijk over towards the opposite flank. Caicedo shifted upfield. Kirkes. Nicely intercepted. Kirkes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Pedro Neto looks to get on the end of this. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Fernandes. Palmer. That's a good run down the left. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Quarter of an hour played. Van Dijk. Gomez. Kirkes. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Over to the left. Gakpo. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Brilliantly cut out. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Gets it away. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Konate. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Caicedo, probing pass. Now it's Pedro Neto. Very nicely done. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Keeper's put a good pass to that. That's Caicedo. Van Dijk aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caicedo. Defending was strong and firm. McAllister, Gravenberg, Van Dijk, looks to the other side, Kerkez, now it's João Pedro, the pressing's intense and it's paid off, Gravenberg, Frimpong. And it's Salah. Now it's Isak. Kerkez. And here's Isak. McAllister. Chance! Here's Palmer, Cucurella, Palmer. Great defending, strong and determined. Gravenberg. Kerkez, he's on a run down the left wing. João Pedro. Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Now it's Isak. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Colwill. Fernandes has played it long. Pass has been well intercepted. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Konate. Gomez forwards and with intent. Calmly anticipates. Fofana. Fernandes. João Pedro. Caicedo. James. And here's Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. Here's a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Caicedo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Gakpo. Oh, this is a good chance, surely! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Puts it away. Gravenberg. Oh, that's nice. A lot of space ahead of him. Now it's João Pedro. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gomez. And he goes cross-field. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Now it's Palmer. And here's Palmer. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. In once more. Gomez getting this one clear. And it's been taken short. That is lovely. Well, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
Really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. James over towards the opposite flank. Palmer. Cucurella. Great defending, strong and determined. Konate. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. Now it's Isak. He just skips past his man. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Played out to the right. And here's Neto. Kerkesh makes the interception. McAllister. Van Dijk. Gomez. Konate shifted upfield. Fernandez. Palmer. Konate, and it's played forward. Gravenberg. And it's Kirkesh. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandes. João Pedro. Succumbs to the pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fernandes. That's Cucurella. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now João Pedro. Now that's a fine challenge. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. McAllister. And here's a decent chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Isak is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Fernandes. Palmer. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Cucurella. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Konate. Gomez. Kirkesh, who does have an assist to his name. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah made into space. James, gently done. He's going to be disappointed with that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Get into the middle.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Pedro Neto. Mohamed Salah. Kirkesh. And here's Gakpo. McAllister. Palmer did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Cucurella. McAllister. Kirkesh. Now who's going to be first to this? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now here's the delivery.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Kirkesh clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for a decent ball in. By James. the clearance. Gakpo. Challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Pedro. Fernandez. Cucurella. And it's Palmer. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Konate. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gomez. Gakpo. Gomez. Konate, aim forwards. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's put paid to a promising move. And here's Isak. McAllister, it's an energetic pass. James. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. McAllister shifted upfield. Fernandez. Cucurella. Well done, really robust. Mohamed Salah. Isak. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. No question, that's a foul. Gakpo. Gomez. Kirkes. Gakpo. Well, that's well seen too. And here's Gakpo. And here's Isak. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Gravenberg. Pedro. Cucurella forwards and with intent. Frimpong. Gomez. Gakpo. It's Kirkes. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. James cuts it out. For a throw. Kirkes. Gakpo. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Fernandez, gently done. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Fofana. Caicedo. James. And here's Neto. Isak does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Salah. Simple. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fernandez. Palmer, he's run through it in a flash. Fernandez. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an energetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
McAllister. And here's Gakpo. Isak! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Caicedo. 30 minutes gone. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Great defending, strong and determined. Cucurella. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Neto. James. Lovely feet. Caicedo. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is a brilliant interception. McAllister. Looks to the other side. Out to the right. James. Pedro Neto. Kirkish does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. Ball comes in. Simple. And here's Gakpo. Good chance here. Keeper's done ever so well.
I thought the keeper would want to retrieve that. They won't go weak in that sort of situation. He lacked it very well.
Moved on forwards. A well cut out, not much of around there at all. And he's there to get it away. And it's Salah. Isak tries a shot! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good for the take. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pedro Neto looks to get on the end of this. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. James. Header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. And it's Kirkes. And here's Isak. Showing good feet. And he shoots! Oh, that is asking for trouble. A chance to play it in. McAllister, and the shot!
McAllister just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Fernandez. Caicedo. Well, Pedro, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is a great pick out. Now it's Isak. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's played forward. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Konate forwards and with intent. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Chalobah wins the duel this time. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. McAllister. Gomez. Gakpo. Caicedo. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Isak. And it's Frimpong. Frimpong. Oh, this is a very good run. Fofana. Fernandez. Cucurella. Here's Palmer. Palmer pings it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that's neat. Palmer. Fernandez puts a cross in. And here's Neto. James. Partey, gently done. Caicedo. João Pedro. Proves too strong. Isak. Van Dijk. Gomez. Gravenberch. Kerkez. And here's Gakpo. And it's Salah. Frimpong. There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Caicedo. It's really well manoeuvred. Gravenberch is looking up for options on the left. Can he spark a counter here? Fofana shifted upfield. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Fofana. Colwell. James. Pedro Neto. Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. Frimpong tries to thread one through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kerkez. Claimed it back swiftly. Kerkez opts to play it back. There's the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's had a shot! Clears it away. And it's Fernandes. Nice control. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. And the finish! keeper's dealt with that. Mohamed Salah aimed forwards. Kerkez. It's lofted through here. That has been knocked clear. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Konate. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Out to the left it goes. The less said about that pass, the better. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Caicedo made out towards the right wing. Defending of the desperate variety. It's Palmer. Konate tries to clear. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Fernandes made out to the left flank. Palmer puts a cross in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister. Crossfield changing the point of attack. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Moved on forwards. Made into space out wide. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. That's physical challenge. McAllister. Frimpong. Then towards the other side. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Konate. João Pedro. Palmer shifted upfield. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Played out wide. Palmer. Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro. This has got that foul. Palmer! Goes for the shot! Could end again! Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Kekes cuts out the pass. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Simple. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gakpo. It's run loose here. And here's Isak. Palmer. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. James. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's found support out wide. That's good play. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pedro Neto. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Salah. It's Salah! He's done very well to deal with it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Gakpo. McAllister. It's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong goes for a shot! And he should have made it four. Gets it away. And it's Salah. Gakpo. Great work on the overlap. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Here's Gakpo. Time to deliver. Chance to shoot. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Here's Palmer. All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ball driven towards the far post. And Dijk getting this one clear. Caicedo. Mohamed Salah. Who's he going to play in? And here's Gakpo. Palmer. Cucurella. Fofana. Palmer. And they've seen lots of the ball. Trying to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Salah. Gakpo. Palmer. it's Palmer. Cucurella. Now it's Palmer. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. Palmer. Palmer. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! They're back within reach! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Gakpo. Kerkez goes on a charge down the left. Gakpo. Back into the middle. No way through, so back it comes. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. Well played. That has knocked out the danger. Palmer. Fernandez. Palmer. Colwill. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. Fernandez. João Pedro. Out towards the flank. Pedro. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Van Dijk gently done. Gakpo. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberch. Now then, the ball's come loose. João Pedro. And it's Palmer. Muscular approach does pay off here. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Can't get it over the wall. And it's McAllister. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. James. 3-1. And we're underway again. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And it's Kirkesh. McAllister. And they've got rid. Gakpo. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he's there to clear it. Might be dangerous. Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Mohamed Salah. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Liverpool gets over and intercepts. Konate. Gravenberg. Spread out to the left. Gakpo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Pedro Neto. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. It's really well manoeuvred. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gomez. Aim forwards. Kirkes. Gomez. Kirkes. Gomez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Isak. Oh, good spread. Moved on forwards. Palmer. Fernandes. Palmer. Gravenberg, McAllister, Gomez, Kirkesh going full steam ahead down the left flank, out to the left it goes. Now it's Gakpo. Ball's gone out of play. Kirkesh. Fofana. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah tries a measured ball. Fernandes. Caicedo shifted upfield. James. And it's James. And here's Neto. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gakpo. Isak. He's found a way through. Mohamed Salah. Simple. And here's Isak. He shoots.
gently done.
Pedro Neto. João Pedro. It's James. Caicedo. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Gomez. Kerkez. Konate. Forwards and with intent. Vicious ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Colwell, gently done. Showing good feet. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's Fernandes. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gakpo. João Pedro. And it's James. That looks a cracking ball. Now João Pedro. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Kerkez. Strong running down that left flank. Gakpo crosses it in.
To bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
That has been plucked away. McAllister. Salah has got himself a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone for it! Out to the right. Supply. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. McAllister. Konate. Gravenberg. It's Kerkez. Nice control. Gakpo. Now who's going to be first to this? The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Konate. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. And here's Isak. Gakpo, over to the left. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fofana. Fernandez. Caicedo. Oh, red, nice interception. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. And he thumps it clear. Fofana. James. Colwell. Caicedo. Colwell chooses to go cross-field. Fernandez. Looks to the other side. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. McAllister. Gravenberg. Frimpong have it back and can go again. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. Played into space out wide. Frimpong makes the interception. Konate shifted upfield. Well done. And it's played forward. Colwell. Caicedo. That'll be a throw. Gravenberg. McAllister. Salah takes the shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. Palmer. Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. João Pedro. Caicedo. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Gomez. Konate. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off. And they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Fofana. Fernandez. Cucurella. Cucurella doing full tilt down the left. Gravenberg. Gomez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. And it's Kirkes. Now it's Gakpo. Caicedo attempts a clearance. James. Pedro Neto. They've seen lots of the ball. Trying to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Time, excellent interception. McAllister. Gomez. Aim forwards. James. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. McAllister. Frimpong flashes it in. And that's out of reach. Fernandes. James. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. Correa, and that's aimed into the middle. Caicedo. Lovely bit of skill. Palmer. Oh, such a clever touch. Fernandes. Great chance! Great defending, strong and determined. James. McAllister. Gomez. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Isak. Now it's Isak. It's anyone's ball now. There's some quick running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. James. Pedro Neto. And he goes cross-field. Van Dijk. Konate. McAllister. Konate. Moved on forwards. James. Here's Neto. That's really well manoeuvred. James is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's been played through. Played through for the wide man. And it's Frimpong.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Has a look out. A header! He can get that clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Cross goes in there. Chalobah clears it away. Pedro Neto. James. Colwell. Caicedo. James. Chalobah. Fernandes. Caicedo. Played out to the right. McAllister. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberg, aim forwards. Kerkesh. That's good play. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That is a little undercut. Salah. Salah, big chance! Bit relieving, just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Shifted upfield. Cucurella. That's an excellent interception. Pedro Neto. And it's James. James. James, Caicedo, Fernandez, 60 minutes played. Chance for a shot! Gakpo, Isak, now it's Mohamed Salah. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Gomez, gently done. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Lovely feet. Tries to get it through. Short. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Cucurella. Fofana, Cucurella, Caicedo. It's James. Nice touch. There are a few waiting for him. Climbs up big! And that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Kerkez, Gakpo, Sanchez claims it without any fuss. And it's James. He's having a look round. Mohamed Salah. Moved on forwards and reclaimed it in a trice. Konate, McAllister, played forward. Cucurella. Fernandez. João Pedro. He's having a shot! And that was very necessary. Now it's Palmer. Get a throw in. McAllister. Gakpo. Colwell. Now he's wondering who wants it. James. That's Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. He's on it. Can he get away? Shapes to shoot! That has been knocked clear. Cucurella. Here's Fernandez. Great position here. Palmer chooses to go back. Real chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Frimpong. And it's Salah. Gravenberg forwards and with intent. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear. Van Dijk battling down that right flank. Aimed in towards the centre. Takes a shot! Can he deliver? Crossed in again. Tries to get it clear. Moved on forwards. Palmer. Nicely intercepted. Konate. McAllister. Van Dijk. And it's played forward. Fernandez. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. It's Salah. Isak in out towards the right wing. Isak, shot a goal! João Pedro. Caicedo. James. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Mohamed Salah wins the duel this time. Plenty waiting in the middle. Frimpong can get it clear. Cucurella puts them all in. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister shifted upfield. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Frimpong. That's very neat. possession this, but very little to show for it. Fernandez. And they've got a throw. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. And here's Palmer. Palmer. Now the ball. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
GoalMatol clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmer. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. It's Caicedo. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's hoisted clear. Mohamed Salah aimed forwards. Gakpo. Kerkez. Good play on the left-hand side here. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's going to be another one. Could be another corner. It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gravenberg certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Caicedo. Fofana. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. And it's Salah. Out to the right. Gakpo. And the shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Gakpo brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Frimpong. He's had a shot! Pedro Neto. Colwell. Cucurella. Palmer. Fofana. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Isak. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cucurella. It's Palmer. Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. And here's Palmer. Very nicely done. Fernandez. The cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. James. Pedro Neto. That is lovely. Pedro Neto takes aim and crosses. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. McAllister. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Oh, sweet feet. And it's played in here. Chalobah getting this one clear. Fernandez, gently done. And here's Palmer, and it's Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. Cucurella crosses. Gomez gets good distance on it. Now that's a lovely exchange. Out for a throw. Cucurella. Caicedo. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. James with the short one. Time to deliver. That's tidy. Pedro and a shot. That has been knocked clear. And it's Cucurella. And here's Palmer. That's really well cleared. Ball is over the line. João Pedro. Looking to go deep. Referee's given a throw. McAllister. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Kirkes. Get into the middle. Chalobah clears it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Gakpo.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Colwell. Pedro Neto.
James.
And here's Neto. In it comes. And that's been well dealt with. McAllister. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kirkes. Gakpo. Decent progress down the left. Picks it up out wide. Gakpo. Moved on forwards. Kukurea. Colwell. Caicedo. It's a quick ball upfield. James. Pedro Neto. It's a throw-in. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Alex Frimpong. Frimpong making good progress on the right-hand side. Frimpong crosses. Punched away. Gakpo! That was no routine save.
Gakpo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
McAllister plays it short. João Pedro. Palmer. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Gomez. Kirkes. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And it's Van Dijk. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Isak. That's come loose. Pedro Neto. Colwell. Chalobah. Fernandes. Fofana shifted upfield. Spread out to the left. Played into space out wide. And he's managed to get free. Fernandes. Kukurea puts them all in. Gomez is there and he can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Pedro Neto. That has been knocked clear. Pedro Neto is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedro Neto. Now what's he got in mind? And here's Neto. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kirkes. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lofted upfield. Kukurea. And it's Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Short changes him with that pass. Gravenberg. Gomez, head over towards the opposite flank. Konate. Colwell, aim forwards. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gakpo, made out to the left flank. Kerkez. Now here's the delivery. Cleared without complication. There will be a throw-in. Kerkez. And here's Mohamed Salah. The cross comes in. Chalobah tries to clear. Played out to the right. And here's Palmer. And it's hoisted clear. And that's been won straight back. Chalobah. Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. That's good play. Palmer. Fernandez. Gravenberg defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? Great defending, strong and determined. James did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contact. Gakpo! Should have put that one away.
Gakpo really must be wondering how he hasn't took it through up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Throw in. McAllister. Kerkez. Konate. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Salah. Frimpong. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Mohamed Salah. And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Going for goal! That's a dangerous ball. McAllister. Kerkez. And he whips it in. Gravenberg. Konate, forwards and with intent. And it's Frimpong. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Frimpong really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Pedro Neto does really well to win the ball there. Frimpong. Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away. Really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. It's run loose here. Fofana shifted upfield. Palmer. Cucurella. Fofana. Colwill. And it's Palmer. Over to the left. Now it's Palmer. That is a brilliant interception. And it's played forward. Kirkes. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gakpo. Kirkes. Isak. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, great play! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No surprise, that's a booking. The protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Attempts a clearance. Shot, surely! Has another goal! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro. Caicedo. Oh, shooting chance! That could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Defending of the desperate variety. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. Swept in. Haven't had too much on it. McAllister. Frimpong, aim forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gakpo. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gomez. Kirkes. And here's Gakpo. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pedro Neto looking to run onto it. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Colwell can get it clear. A chance to play it in. Oh, nice touch. Kirkes played back in. Gravenberch has it back and can go again. And here's Isak. Gakpo made out to the left flank, delivered in. And that has been cleared. Cucurella. James, forwards and with intent. Fernandes. Caicedo shifted upfield. That's a throw. Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Ball swung in. And back out it comes. And here's Neto. Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo aimed forwards, played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's João Pedro. Just 5 minutes remaining now. A cross-field, changing the point of attack. Palmer. Fernandes. Colwell. Pedro Neto. Now he's off and running. James. Caicedo. James. Done delicately. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? And Dijk getting this one clear. Cucurella, back when it goes. Fernandes. Gravenberch wins the duel this time. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Isak. Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. Isak. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. McAllister. Gomez. McAllister. Frimpong. McAllister. Gakpo. And a chance! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Fernandez. Caicedo. Konate. Van Dijk. It's a little off target. Kirkes. Gravenberg, there's a definite foul there. Gakpo. And it's Salah. Gakpo. Can he latch on to this? Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gakpo. And here's Isak. And here's Gakpo. It's
Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Fernandez. Cucurella. Palmer. James. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Gravenberg. Gomez, gently done. Gakpo. Oh, such a clever touch. And they can't read. And that's a throw. McAllister. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pedro Neto. And it's James. James. That's the throw. Caicedo. Here's Palmer. Can he find the finish? Fernandez. Palmer. And it's Cucurella. Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Danger averted for now. Palmer. Fernandez. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Toss to the back post. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. It's really well manoeuvred. Frimpong. Up he goes! Second goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Liverpool. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that is out of play. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Proves too strong. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. And the shot! Best in the keeper. Caicedo. Fernandes. Colwill, and it's played forward. João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernandes drops it out wide, and it's Fernandes. Cucurella. Oh, sweet feet. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. Caicedo. Here's Fernandes. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Fernandes. Cucurella. Oh, that's neat. Fernandes. Nice control. And here's Palmer. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Frimpong carries the ball down the right. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. Corner it is. Chalobah attempts a clearance. Lovely bit of skill. Clipped into space. And it's hoisted clear. Takes a shot. Colwill with the clearance. Time to deliver. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Kerkez cuts it out. Cucurella. Caicedo. Looking here to chip it through. Last chance, perhaps. Van Dijk can get it clear. James, crossed in once more. Frimpong with the clearance. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. Kerkez, gently down. And it's Caicedo. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. Cucurella. He is just caressing the ball. João Pedro. Caicedo.
Purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start the game of football. They came out with